Hey guys, Next Gen Gaming here. So, today we are so close to Arena 6. And it's mostly because of the super magical chest opening we did a day or two ago. And now we are up to 1,626. I was in Arena 6 with one trophy higher, but I went from 1,701 and didn't win another game. But today we may be able to make it in there and stay up there. So we're facing Robert. And first off, want to drop my skeletons. And I'm going to use my fireball on that. I hate spawners. So I want to take that spawner's health out. So I'm just going to drop the fireball. I'm going to drop Knight, Archers, and Spear Goblins on the left side. If they get on that tower, easy and good damage. Now, that's a waste if all 6 of them don't get in there. They did. His tower is down to 1,076. Now, the best way to do this is wait for that wizard to get on the tower and drop skeletons. But somehow he hit it. And this is a good time to use my trusty fireball to take out about half of that elixir pump's health, because the elixir pump he won't be able to get enough elixir out of his elixir pump now to equal how much he spent for it. Gotta keep that in mind. If they have a fireball, you don't want to be using the elixir pump, because it's just gonna be a waste of elixir. Now, I'm gonna have to let that P.E.K.K.A. come over here to my side, which I don't really like doing, especially now that he has his pump, his tower, and his goblin hut. And one thing that I really don't like is seeing that darn P.E.K.K.A. get that close to my tower, and it's on my tower. My tower is gonna go down, but his tower has only 264 health on it. That is 2 fireballs. So, or it may even be just 1 arrow and a fireball. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think it's 158, so that's not going to be enough. But those spear goblins easily will take that out. And I'm going to drop my archers, bomber. I'm going to just arrow that, because I just can't stand it being there. It's going to do so much work for him. I'm going to fireball all that, trying to get the P.E.K.K.A. with it. But my tower is down so low already. I'm going to have to drop the Knight. He's got another P.E.K.K.A. down. This is absolutely insane. How does he have how can he cycle back through his cards so quickly to get a P.E.K.K.A. down right after his other P.E.K.K.A. dies? This is absolutely insane. I'm trying to fireball all these huts and the wizard and all those skeletons that he just dropped. I'm gonna try. How? This guy must have a mirror card somewhere just hidden away that he doesn't want to make it completely obvious, but it already is obvious because he's getting double P.E.K.K.A.s in about 3 seconds. I'm gonna drop down the arrows. I can't believe this. My tower is so low on health. Archers and spear goblins should be able to take out that wizard, but it's taking out his tower. That's going to be the problem. He's going to be able to drop another P.E.K.K.A. very, very soon, and there it is. Now, I'm going to try to fireball his P.E.K.K.A. and his goblin hut, which was good for me. Now, I'm going to have to drop a Knight. I don't care about the victory here. And he's got this hog rider coming out my tower. Please tell me it takes 2 hits. Yes! We tied with a level 8. Was that a level 8? Alright, so let's go into another match. And first off, I'm just going to drop the skeletons on the right side. It's not going to do any damage to his tower. He's going to do the same thing. But I'm going to drop my goblins on the left because I know one of them should have got off a hit, and it did. I'm just going to fireball that elixir pump and tower. Going to drop my knight, spear goblins, and archers. Now, I've still got enough elixir to drop anything on the right side if he decides to drop something. Now, he drops a prince, so I'm going to drop goblins and skeletons. Going to easily just fireball that wizard. I think I caught his prince in there, and that was some extreme lag. Now, I'm going to drop down my spear goblins trying to get this guy giant out of the way. I'm going to have to drop my knight, which, if it didn't attack very quickly, I would never use. And drop the goblins to just try to keep this giant from taking out my tower. Now, that darn musketeer is just about going to take out my knight. It literally has about 0 health. Now, I think it'd be more worth it to drop my bomber down to try to defend against this Valkyrie. And my tower is down to 16 health. And I have barely done any damage to this level 7's tower. Gonna drop the spear goblins and the bomber. And this guy doesn't notice that this is an actual good push. And with the bomber and spear goblins and knight, I will be able to get his tower down and get his wizard down. Gonna drop skeletons on his wizard, but of course I knew what was gonna happen when I did that. But I'm just gonna fireball and arrow, easily take out his musketeer. Drop skeletons. I'm gonna drop a knight in front of his. I'm gonna drop a knight in front of the bomber. Now, he dropped a wizard, which was not good for me. Now, I'm going to drop the knight. Now, with knight and archers, I don't know if I'll be able to even get a hit off, but I'm hoping for at least a few hits. Now, I did get his tower down a little bit, but it wasn't much. I'm going to fireball, and he won't be able to get my tower down, that's for sure. But if he did, it would have been close. Now I'm going to have to drop skeletons to try to distract this knight. But I'm going to try to drop this knight to try to distract the tower, which did not work. Now this guy's tower is down really low, but also my king tower is also down really, really low. Which is pretty scary, especially since he's got a Valkyrie and a musketeer coming at my tower. But now I'm going to drop the spear goblins, and I didn't mean to drop arrows. And my tower is probably going to go down here to this giant. But I think I may be able to kill it in time. Gonna drop the knight. And I'm going to be able to keep him from getting the 3-crown win. But the only thing about this deck is you can't really get a, tank. I mean, a knight is a tank, but it's not a great tank. I think I'm going to use a Valkyrie instead. Because Valkyrie does more damage, has more health, but attacks a little bit slower. But has splash damage. So all around Valkyrie is better, even though it's got a 1 elixir. It's got 1 more elixir cost. Now the Valkyrie, if it hits the tower, will do some pretty good damage to that tower. I'm just going to arrow his archers and that wizard. Now I'm going to have to use a bomber and archers to try to take out this these barbarians. Now, he took out my bomber and my archers with that 1 fireball. So that was a really good profit for him. That's 6 elixir for 4 elixir because the fireball is only 4. Now I'm going to drop the Valkyrie and Spear Goblins. Now I should be able to get some good hits if they would all just target the darn tower. I would have got some great hits and I would have been extremely happy with that. But now I've got to drop the Valkyrie just trying to defend this, but I don't have enough elixir. The thing is, though, about this game is the elixir, it's really slow. And if you drop just one too many troops, you don't have enough elixir to respond. Which is one of the reasons why I really don't like the game as much as I would. Just if the elixir would generate about a quarter of a second or half a second quicker, that would be perfect for me. Because I'm missing where I could drop troops and win by just about a half a second. It's really unbelievable. But then once you go into double elixir time, and you've got about half an elixir bar, you jump straight to 3. What is that? It's unbelievable. But he just dropped a darn Expo, and he dropped a Valkyrie to kill all my troops. Now I'm just spamming these troops trying to take out his tower. Now if I can get back to my fireball and hit his tower and that wizard, that'd be perfect. I did hit his barbarians, his tower, and his wizard, which was even more perfect. Now, let's drop the archers. I'm going to arrow all those troops right there, the barbarians, the wizard. They will all go down. I'm trying to drop the Valkyrie down to distract that Expo. He's got his own Valkyrie down that he dropped, but his Expo won't be able to get a hit off on my tower. But now it's in sudden death, and I'm going to start a slow push. Archers with a bomber. Goblins. I'm going to drop the Valkyrie down already. Going to get the Spear Goblins down. Now, I knew he was going to do something like that. I was pretty sure he must have had something like the Fireball, because you at least should have one AoE damaging card, and I mean direct spell or card in your deck. Now, I've got the archers and Spear Goblins trying to take out this wizard. I'm going to have to drop a Valkyrie instead of for offense, for defense, because if I had not, I probably would have just lost for a 3 crown. But I don't seem to be able with this deck, though, to be able to win. And with 96 health left, it goes into a tie against a level 7, and I think my problem is, I didn't really want to do this, but I think I'm going to have to get a giant and the musketeer instead of the archers. Now, we're facing a guy that is in Arena 6 Builder's Workshop. Now, first off, we want to drop the giant, which my giant is only level 3 in the back right. And what's good about it being extremely slow is with that 5 elixir, I can build back up to 10 elixir quickly. Now, I've got this huge push going now. And I could get another giant down. And I've already got another giant down, which that giant will be able to distract all the way to the tower, which will get that tower down after it'll get one more hit off. So I've got his tower down decently low. But now I don't have my skeletons or anything to defend against this prince, but his tower is down to 1,000. Now it's down to almost 690. It just about, with one more hit from a Spear Goblin, it would have been. I'm going to drop my Spear Goblins on the right side. I want to keep these skeletons ready just in case. of the prince, because now I know for sure that he's got a prince. Gonna drop the musketeer just to where it's in range and will walk towards the right. Now I may drop these goblins just to try to get that musketeer to hit his level 5 musketeer. But you can see this guy has way better cards with a level 8 common. I could have had a level 8 common, but I really didn't want it. Now his musketeer will go down without getting crazy damage on my tower. Now, I'm going to start a slow push, because once it hits double elixir, you can get triple musketeers with this. And I'm going to start pushing, and he's got himself a witch, which is not going to be easy to handle. And I think I missed with the fireball, which is not good. Now, I'm trying to get this double musketeer down, just because I know it'll work very well, but it doesn't even matter. My giant is going to take out the tower all by itself. Now, for defense, the best way to play defense when you have a giant is use the giant as your defense. It's way more beefier than an actual defense in this game, and it lasts until it dies, so I'm going to try to arrow this minion horde. Don't let it hit your tower. And with 2 seconds left, I'm going to beat a level 7 in Arena 6 for 38 trophies. And all we need is 36 trophies. And if we face another guy in Arena 6, we will hit that. And we may even hit it with this guy here, because all he needs is 28. Now, he drops an elixir pump right off. I'm just going to drop the fireball. That's a level 4 elixir pump. I don't even have an elixir pump. And it's only a rare card, but it is a Arena 6 card. But he's got the wizard, which is going to be a pretty good counter for about everything I have, except for probably the musketeer. Now, I'm trying to get that bomber to hit that wizard just once, because now his wizard, the opponent's wizard, is down. I'm going to drop my giant at the back, and this guy has a golem. He has a level 2 golem, which is going to be practically impossible for me to get through. I don't see that thing going down anytime soon. But honestly, it is going down really quick, but it will bust into 2 parts. And I really need to start hitting that golem, because it will do some good damage to my tower if I'm not careful. Now, I'm trying to get a giant in front of this musketeer. I could not get it down, but I can fireball that elixir pump again, because I don't want him to get a good value out of his elixir pump. Now I'm going to use my spear goblins on the left, get some good hits again on his left tower, because spear goblins at level 7 will do about 200 damage to and the bomber should have taken out the wizard, but it did not. His wizard is down now, but I've got to get rid of that musketeer, and his golem splitting apart is what's going to kill my tower. And I can't believe I'm facing a guy with the golem in the first place. It's absolutely crazy. But now I'm going to drop the giant down. He's just going to drop another golem. Now I've got this huge push trying to go down on this left side. But since everything's targeting his darn golem, I can't get that hit off that I need. I'm going to try to drop the fireball, and my giant takes out his tower, but I have no way of defending. With that golem on my tower, and it distracting for that mini P.E.K.K.A, I'm going to lose. I need, if anybody that's really high level, and I know one way to defend against the golem, and I think I'm gonna have to do it soon, and that's to put in the Inferno. But now instead of the fireball with the mini P.E.K.K.A. That mini P.E.K.K.A worked so well for him. So I was about to say that this is lagging very bad, but I didn't need to. I'm just gonna drop the Musketeer and the Goblins. Goblin hit his tower, only tower. The Spirit. Now I'm gonna try to get this mini P.E.K.K.A down. And I was actually thinking about dropping the bomber because I was sure this guy had barbarians in his deck. And look, this guy has no skill. More spawner decks. People have no skill anymore. In any games, nobody has any skill. If there's something that requires no skill, a ton of people are going to use it. But I'm going to drop my Musketeer and Spear Goblins down. I'm going to have to drop Skeletons to try to distract this darn Prince. But the thing is, he's got Spear Goblins, which insta-kill Skeletons. But now, he's got this Prince and everything else. And all he's going to do is use these baby cards that take no skill to use to beat me. And it's kind of disappointing. You would hope that people up here at this high of a level would have a little bit of skill, but most of them don't. Now, I'm going to try to drop a mini P.E.K.K.A in front of this Musketeer this time. And that mini P.E.K.K.A is on his tower, and it did almost... it did about 1,200 damage all by itself. The Musketeer gets off one hit, which is a good about, I think, 133. Now I'm going to drop the Spear Goblins. Hopefully the Spear Goblins will hit the tower. I'm pretty sure they won't kill the tower, but they will get it down low enough to use my arrows on. But I've got to try to kill this Prince over here. I think the mini P.E.K.K.A is my only way to do that. Now I'm going to drop my Spear Goblins, which should hopefully take out his archers and the Prince. But the thing is, all I'm going to do is defend. And while this guy is like trying to defend, I've got the arrows in this deck. I don't know if he knows this, but I'm just going to arrow his tower and drop a giant. He can't do anything with that giant there. Because that giant won't die quick enough for him to be able to get through it and take out my tower. Which is another 28 trophies. And I'm at 1663, so I still need 37 trophies. This guy is at the exact amount of trophies as I am. Which is amazing that there's that many people and there's that many odds of landing on the same trophies. So, first off, I'm going to drop my Musketeer in the back. I'm going to have to arrow this minion horde. He's just going to zap, which actually helped me because it got my elixir up a little bit more. Now I'm going to drop the giant and Spear Goblins. And I'm going to try to get these goblins down. And, of course, I knew I was going to end up having this guy use barbarians. But his tower did go down to about 800. But if I don't get this mini P.E.K.K.A off and kill this Musketeer, and the Musketeer and Giant will take out my tower. But it doesn't matter. his tower's down pretty low anyways, so I should be able to come back from this. Now, I wish that Mini P.E.K.K.A would have came down the left side, because it would have got off 2 hits if it came down the left side. Now, I'm, of course, going to still use the arrows. Why he zapped my bomber, I have no idea. But he did. But now, I'm going to save up elixir. Probably ideal would be 7 to 10, but that's, of course, if he doesn't drop anything until I reach max elixir. Now I'm at 9 elixir. I'm going to drop it when I got 9.5 elixir. And this is exactly what I don't want to see. Him trying his own slow push down the same side I want to do mine. Because his giant will just distract all my troops that I'm putting behind my giant. And I won't be able to take out his tower. And the thing is, though, about facing these higher level guys, as you can see, this guy's rare, which is his giant, is level 5. I'm pretty sure all his rares are level 5 that he's using in this deck. Now, I've got that Mini P.E.K.K.A just trying to tear through that musketeer giant and all that, but I'm dropping down my own giant now. But if he gets this tower, it will be useless. Now, that giant really needs to get on that tower and take out the tower. That giant needs only 2 hits. No, it needs more. How? How am I going to lose? Yes! Oh! I'm trying to drop down the giant to distract. And I've got the giant down to distract his troops. And I'm trying my hardest to defend this, but all he has to do is zap it. Ah, man. So close. With the last second shot by the musketeer to go into sudden death. So, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And peace. Out.